Well, isn't AMC looking juicy this week? We love to see it. We love AMC. It's a fan favourite, and I know a lot of you also love AMC. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be running through some analysis, some D&D about AMC, and to try and give you all an understanding of where this stock may go in the not-so-distant future, and also as well to see whether this gamma squeeze is going to happen and when I think it's going to happen, and my price prediction for the gamma squeeze, aka the short squeeze as well. So, you all can get an understanding of what our analysis is. Well, actually my personal analysis. I know Josh thinks differently to me, but that's the beauty of this channel. We can give our both of our opinions and we can see where it goes in the future. I'll also be doing a quick analysis of the short interest, and I'll be giving you all an understanding of the borrow fee rate and also the utilization, actually, which is a post that I found recently on Reddit. And I'm going to be discussing a lot of detail into what I think AMC could be going in the not so distant future. All I ask from you all is to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say that I'm in no way, shape or form a financial advisor, and please take anything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm simply a university student studying business and management, and that is all. Stocks are battlefields. Be sure to do your own research, your own due diligence before entering into the battlefield. I can only scout the battlefield for you. However, I cannot fight the battle for you. With that being said, let's move on. Now, on your screen right now, you'll be able to see a picture from Ortex, which is basically a place where you can go, and it gives you very up-to-date data on AMC. Now, I don't actually own Ortex myself. However, I have found this on the AMC Reddit page because, I may as well utilize all the resources that are available to me, and I can get resources through Reddit from a lot of the other people within Reddit. So I'm going to try and explain this to the best of my ability as possible. So, the exchange reported short interest before it was 37.72 million, and it is now at 48.13 million, which is a 27.62% increase. So that is pretty much the amount of shares that have been shorted, the shorts available on the market. So that has increased by approximately 11 million shares, which is ridiculous. This is another contributing factor as to why AMC is in a very, very strong position to really take off in the not so distant future. The estimated short interest percentage of free float is 13.77%, which was previously, and it's now at 15.91%, which is another 15.54% percentage change. So this has increased again, which is all positive signs. Everything, if you see a percentage go up, is very positive because it means that they're activating their short shares and they're trying to short the float as much as possible. Now, the percentage free float on loan has gone up by another 15%, and that was from 21.6 to 24.96. So that is also another good factor. Shares on loan, and that's the same thing. So it's the percentage of the free float compared to the percentages on loan. So that has gone up by another 15.56%, which is the same as the free float on loan percentage. So those two both correlate pretty much. So. The cost to borrow, this is a very big factor. For anyone who doesn't know, the cost to borrow is how much it actually costs the shorters to actually short these shares. And in here, it's saying that it was at 3.63 and it is now at 6.24, which is a massive 71.81% change, which is absolutely huge. And honestly, that is why we're probably seeing such a massive increase in AMC right now, because they have to buy these back. Their borrow fee rate is continuously going up, so they are losing money, more and more money every time they short this stock. So that is a very important factor. And another very, very large defining factor is the utilization of these shorts. They are using all of their shorts right now. They have 100% utilization rate. And if this is true, if what Ortex is saying is true, AMC is actually about to take off. And this is not financial advice, but honestly, AMC is in a very, very strong position to go to the moon. And that is just my analysis of this. But in all honesty, when you have so many shares that have been shorted and are being utilized right now, they're not going to have any shorts left. And you know what that means? We influence the price at that point. And if we continuously buy into this, and we pretty much use up all of their short shares, they are going to have to either pay a larger borrow fee rate to actually short this stock even further, or we are going to drive the price up as high as possible, and they are going to have to buy the shares which they have essentially tried to be like deflating the price of AMC. Now, I hope that analysis made sense. However, there's a very important factor in something that you all have to consider when sort of thinking about AMC. And obviously, do your own research, do your own due diligence. I found this sort of graph on Reddit, and I'm sure this looks like Altex. Everything on here is from the Altex page, so I assume this is correct. However, I don't have access to Altex, so if any of you lot can fact check that'd be very much appreciated, and leave it in the comments down below. With that being said, let's move on to the next source. So another very important factor which I sort of wanted to discuss is this whole situation about AMC having this meeting on, I think it was the May the 4th, that they were scheduled to have a meeting about their shares. Now, I'm going to read this Reddit post because it pretty much explains the whole situation a lot better than probably what I could. And to be honest, everything they have said within this Reddit post makes sense. So, as most of you all know, AMC is having a shareholder meeting on May the 4th to discuss multiple different things. Most importantly for us, the 500 million Class A common stock shares. They will have a vote on increasing the limit on the amount of shares available by 500 million. They are not issuing shares, and even if they did, that would take months. So if they were to issue 500 million shares, it would take at least 5 months for that to actually go through. So that at the moment is actually not an issue, just to make that clear. Another important reason about this meeting is that this is what we all wanted to happen. We want them to have a shareholder meeting so they can count all the shares and send invites. So why is this important? Well, if you are new or have not been paying attention, the hedgies have been creating fake shares and have been using them to drive the price down with short laddering. Now, this is actually illegal. They cannot create shares that do not exist within a company. It classifies illegal, and they have to have a specific license to be able to do that, which I know they do, granted, but if the company wants those shares back, then they can recall those shares, because at the moment it is driving the price of AMC down within the stock market, which is a very important factor to bear in mind, right? So if caught with these fake shares, they could result to fines, license suspensions, criminal charges, and also negative PR from the media. With GameStop and AMC all over the media, being caught doing something illegal could destroy that company's reputation. So what that means is companies such as Citadel, who we already know have been short in this stock, this could really damage their reputation and their credibility as a company. And that is the last thing they want, is having a lot of public attention, negative public attention on a company, because it could really put them in the ground in the long run. Now, so expect the hedgies to try buy back those fake shares before they start the head count. From what I read online and other discussions, this will start after closing on March the 11th through to March the 19th. So, what does this mean? This could result in the hedgies actually buying back the shares which they've outputted to try and drive the price of AMC down. Now, that could be a sign of what we are seeing here. As you have seen, literally as I'm recording this video, AMC has been continuing to rise in price. And genuinely, I think that this could be a sign of this AMC meeting, because I think the hedgies could actually potentially be scared. They could be scared about their credibility if they get caught creating fake shares, potentially trying to liquidate the company, trying to get them to dissolve. And, you know, it completely ruined the company as a fundamental. This could really be damaging to them, and they may be trying to cover their backs right now. And I can see them trying to buy back as many shares as possible. And as we have seen, this has drove Reddit to a massive buy. And a lot of people have actually been buying within this stock, which is actually very important and something that we will have to consider, because the volume right now within AMC has had a massive increase, actually. And let me go back to Moomoo. You can see we have had a fair bit of volume in at market open, And we have continuously seen a lot of volume come in today. And I think this is all due to all of this hype around all of these hedgies having to buy back the positions. They have created phase shares. They are going to have to buy them back at some point. And if you did hold, then you could be in for a lot of money, especially as you all saw, the short utilization right now is at an all-time high. They are doing their very best right now to drive the price of AMC down as much as possible. So take into account all of these factors, and I think right now AMC is an amazing buy. And that is just me personally. Again, not financial advice. I'm just here to display as many facts to you as possible and to pretty much display the opinion of other people as well, because honestly, it is quite an influential factor when you have a lot of people saying the same thing. Although it's not always concrete, it does have an effect, especially when a lot of people get behind something. And that is always something that you have to consider when investing in stocks. Is it going to be a hype stock? Is it going to be a one and done? Is it going to be a pump and dump? The answer to AMC actually at the moment is no, because as a company, I've said this as well, you could long-term hold AMC. I know we're in this for the gamma squeeze. I know we're in this for the short squeeze. However, as a company, as a fundamental company, AMC has had cinemas and theatres reopen, which is going to consequently increase their revenue streams, which will increase their price, their stock price, because they're going to have revenue. And that is something that they haven't really had going throughout, because all of their stuff has been shut. So they've had to create a lot of liabilities. So their asset, or the liabilities at the moment, is a lot more than their assets, because they've had to take out those liabilities to actually be able to maintain those assets. And that is always something you have to consider when buying into companies like AMC. And COVID has had a massive effect on a lot of these companies that we have been trying to amp up. GameStop, for example, they've been shut for a while, haven't they? And they didn't really move that much to online. So us actually investing within GameStop actually managed to keep them afloat, and they've been able to use that money and used it wisely and been able to capitalize on it. And they are now actually in quite a good position, because they've now employed a new head of technology and they've been able to really progress as a company. Now moving on to AMC, they've actually been able to use that money to be able to stay alive. They were about to go under, but we have actually managed to keep them up, and we have managed to keep them fighting, which is the amazing thing. And you know, I'm proud of this whole movement, and I'm actually honored to be a part of it. And you know, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, so you do what you want with your money, and that is all really. You know, you do your own due diligence, you do your own research before entering into these stocks. And that is all. That's going to be it from me today. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel out, and I can't thank you enough for the recent support on this channel. It's been absolutely insane, and you all are goated, honestly. You keep making our day, and you know, we hope that you'll enjoy these videos that we're making for all of you. So with that being said, thank you for watching. This has been Sam from our Trader. See you next video on the channel. Take care, everyone.